Alright guys, BLM here, we're back with another episode of LA Noire. We're continuing on, we're currently trying to find some shit here. So yeah, we're gonna continue on. Okay, so we gotta find this shit. I don't remember what exactly we were doing now. I mean, we still have stuff to investigate though. I'm pretty sure we have to interrogate her afterwards, but we do have stuff we have to find. What was I talking about in the last episode? I think I was talking about Duel Links, right? I think I went on a rant about microtransactions and how they're not as bad as people say, but whatever. Yeah, I did all this, right? But yeah, Duel Links. I mean, I don't know what else to really say. I'm gonna give it another shot when 5Ds comes, which I love 5Ds. 5Ds is my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh anime. And it's not even like I watched it as a kid or anything. I mean, mind you, I think by the time 5Ds started, I was like, what, 13, 14 or so? So I mean, I was already decently old. But it's not like I watched it as a kid. I watched it when I was like, what, 19? 18 or 19 for the first time, and I loved it. I fucking love 5Ds. It's my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh series. It's not, to be honest, it's not even really close. I think the only downside to 5Ds. Oh yeah, do we have to look at all these pictures?
This is all top end of town stuff. Gives us somewhere to look.
Oh. Oh. Yeah, the only problem I have with 5Ds is that season 3 is kind of lackluster because some production things happen and they really had no clue what the fuck they were doing. But I mean, seasons 1 and 2 are fantastic. Seasons 4 and 5 are fantastic. And season 5, our Cradle saga, our Cradle arc, is quite possibly my favorite arc in any anime. I don't know if I want to say any anime, but it's quite possible. It's one of my favorite. It's definitely my favorite arc in any Yu-Gi-Oh anime. It's not even close. Like, I fucking love season 5 of 5Ds. It's so fucking great, and it really just feels like the perfect conclusion to that entire franchise or that entire series.
It's a place to start.
Okay, so we got that. Maybe that's it. There we go.
I'm Detective
Alright, let's interrogate
Phelps.
her.
I'm here to try and help Julia. Do you mind answering some questions?
Virginia Reynoldson, I'm just so shocked. I feel like there's something I should be doing, someone I should call.
We can make those calls, ma'am. Who needs to be notified?
That's just it. I don't know. Miss Julie doesn't have any family in town. Someone has to set her affairs in order. Mr. Henderson, maybe? What else is there? I don't know.
If you give the details to the other detectives, ma'am, they can try and get in contact.
Okay. Wait, what the fuck happened there? Oh wait, you could do this? What? I didn't even know that was a thing. Okay.
Was Miss Randall depressed about something? Upset?
No more than normal.
Lie. Sleeping pills. Yeah, okay.
What are you hiding here, Mrs. Reynolds? Julia was obviously disturbed about something.
Yeah, I mean, I love 5Ds. And I obviously I really like the original series. Fuck, now I'm just talking about the Yu-Gi-Oh anime again. I'm pretty sure I've done this already, but whatever.
She was taking.
I'm not a big fan of season 1. I like it from a narrative perspective, but not from the actual game perspective. Just because, again, it's before they came up with the rules for the card game. I mean, it really is just a ridiculous fucking game. I mean, it's so fucking dumb, like the way they play it with 2,000 life points. With like, for some reason, there's like is it a 10% bonus if they're on the field? That's good for them. I don't know. It's fucking dumb. Like, why do percentages? The fact that you can't attack directly, the fact that there's no tribute summoning, it just really makes the game really broken and dumb. Because like without being able to attack directly, it's like, what are we doing here? Like, we could just deck out. Like, what are we doing? Fuck, I wasn't paying attention. What do we? Oh no. Let's use intuition.
Why are you lying to me, Mrs.
Oh, no.
Reynolds?
Oh, fuck.
Julia had men stay here.
Oh,
I will not speak
okay,
ill of the dead.
fine.
You can't prove that.
I did not mean to do that, though. Okay, what are we doing, though? Holy shit. I think... I don't know. Fuck. I did not mean to push the cues. Holy shit. Okay. I mean, I wasn't ready to pick anything, really. I wasn't really even thinking of it. Oh, no. I don't know. I mean... shit!
Who owns the smoking jacket?
I wouldn't like to tell tales, you understand. That's Mr. Henderson's. An older man, very distinguished looking. He seemed very much in love with her.
Where would we find him?
What?
I'm sorry.
That was right?
No.
What the
He
fuck?
said he lives in San Francisco.
What? Oh my god, how did we get that right? Oh, that's so fucking great. I really had no clue what the fuck was going on. Okay.
What was it like working for Miss Randall?
Perfectly fine, officer.
Okay, that's obviously a lie. Yeah, why is she lying about everything? What the fuck do you have to gain? I mean, we have no proof, right? So...
Mrs. Reynoldson, it seems like there's something you want to tell me.
She was very high-strung. Lovely one moment and screaming at you the next. She wanted it all, and she wanted it damn quick. Of course, being so beautiful,
marriage
she thought
material.
She was going to get it. Not the way it's turned out, though, is it?
Thanks, Mrs. Reynoldson.
I can't believe we got that one right, though. Holy shit.
One of the other detectives will take your statement.
Oh my god, I really did not pay attention at all. Okay, so I take it's we're leaving. Shit, where are we leaving to though? Oh yeah, we got the address, right?
Stefan Rusty.
Ooh,
We'll take a look around outside and follow
Stefan?
up these leads. Can you get
His
some
name's
guys to run down the
Stefan?
jacket?
What kind of douchebag's name is Stefan? Especially in 1940s LA.
Called it right? He rarely gets it wrong.
I don't know. I'm a Galloway.
Ah
I've
shit.
met enough girls in my time who can't handle their dope.
Wait. What are we doing? Well, this is like the music for investigations. So it's like, what are we missing then? There's nothing we can really interact with here. So what, did we have to go up, maybe? No, the music's gone now. I don't know. Shit. But yeah, and also, I really don't know what the fuck we're doing. Well, why was there music down there? Yeah, again. It's like there's gotta be something. Oh. What is this? What the fuck is this? Why won't it zoom in? There we go.
Mal will be pleased.
Morphine, okay.
Well, that's hardly conclusive, given the number of those things we've come across recently.
The autopsy will confirm it one way or another.
I think our work is done here.
Okay, there we go. Ooh, got a trophy. Good looking corpse.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Do we know where we're going?
Who's Dr. Stoneman? Like, this is the one that we got the address for, right? So let's go there. I don't know who the fuck Dr. Stoneman is.
Bukowski, Galloway, quite the little reunion in there. Almost brought a tear to my eye.
They're good police.
How would you know? You got promoted so fast you barely had time to learn their names. Let me fill you in. Bukowski's a pushover. Galloway's a drunk.
You could learn a thing or two from both of them.
Please. They couldn't work a vice case if their life depended on it.
I don't see why they'd be any better or worse at it than me.
I noticed you said better. Hubris disguised as humility. Kind of your trademark, don't you think?
Why do you always twist everything? Galloway's got nothing to prove. He's been on homicide for years.
And he's welcome to it. You're a terrier, Phelps, and that's what I need. Not some old bulldog who can't get up a flight of stairs without coughing up his lunch.
Okay. So, what was I talking about? Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Still. Yeah, I mean, like, Season 1, again, great narrative, I mean, like, a classic sort of narrative, but I mean, and there's some great moments in the duels, but most of the duels are pretty meh. But then you get Season 2 and 3, which are fantastic. I mean, Battle City arc is fantastic. I have minor issues with them, but I mean, like, because I do think it's stretched out a bit too long. But overall, still really good. I mean, like, obviously there was the filler in Season 3 of the virtual world stuff, which is, it's fine. I like it on its own. I really didn't like that split up the Battle City stuff, but I like the arc on its own.
What can I help you with today?
Who the fuck are you?
LAPD,
I pushed the wrong button there, but whatever.
I hope I haven't done anything wrong.
No, ma'am. We're making some inquiries about Julia Randall. Does she work here?
No, I had to let her go. Is she in some sort of trouble?
She was found dead this morning.
Oh.
How long had Julia worked as a model?
Well, she worked in New York before coming here. She was a very beautiful girl.
I mean, yeah, I feel like that's a lie.
Could you tell us why you let Miss Randall go?
Husbands sometimes come in here with their wives. When Julia Randall modeled, the husbands were often more interested in her than they were their wives' dresses. The wives weren't happy, and neither was I.
Did she have any close friends here?
So she was too attractive
yes.
to work
Heather
here?
Swanson. Would you like to speak with her?
I'd like that very much. Please don't inform her about Miss Randall's death.
Very well, officer. Heather, these gentlemen are from the LAPD.
I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. I understand that you worked with Julia Randall, Miss Swanson?
Yes. Julia helped me get my job here. She's not in any kind of trouble, is she?
She's a hellraiser, isn't she? Lives a fast life.
Oh, no. Maybe Mrs. Stanley would call her that, but I wouldn't. She's full of life, wonderful company.
That's a lovely engagement ring.
Do you like it? Henry gave it to me.
I'm very interested in engagement rings. Do you mind if I take a closer look?
Yeah, I never played this mission, so I don't really even have a sense of what's going on here.
That's some pearl, Miss Swanson. Would have cost Henry a fortune. He must really love you.
Okay. She's only 22.
How did you meet Julia?
I was introduced through my fiancé, Henry Arnett.
Oh, so is it the fiance that did it? I feel like that's the truth, though. I mean, that's why I said, like, I don't think it's her.
Tell us about it.
Yes, he is. Henry has a fashion business. He and Julia have been friends for years.
Are Miss Randall and Mr. Henderson engaged?
Who's he?
Yeah. I feel like
she was
that's
wearing a
about right.
sapphire engagement ring. Someone must have given it to her.
She never mentioned a man named Henderson to me.
That's all for now, Miss Swanson. Could you ask your fiancé to visit Hollywood Police Station? It would be very helpful to our inquiry.
Now, wait a moment. I don't think I'll pass on that message until you tell me why you're asking all these questions.
Julia Randall was found dead this morning.
What? Oh, no. Oh, I can't believe it. She was so full of life.
What? What? Oh, that's great. That's so great. Oh my god. They literally just leave her there. What the fuck? Okay. What are we doing?
Where are we going?
I guess we go here. That's the only place left. But that was so fucking funny to me. I don't know.
Nice move not telling old Sweet Lips in there about her friend taking the big jump till we were half out the door. Very slick.
I figured we'd get more out of her that way.
You're learning, Phelps. We'll make a vice cop out of you yet.
Okay. Aren't we almost out of the Vice, considering we only have one more mission after this in the Vice desk, but whatever. That was so funny to me. But yeah, Battle City's great. Then you got the Waking the Dragons arc, which is ridiculous. It's dumb, but has some great moments in the Waking the Dragons arc. And then you got the final season, which I was an enormous fan of. Though again, I think the final duel is the best duel in Yu-Gi-Oh's, at least in Duel Monsters. Quite possibly ever. I mean, it probably is. If not, it's really close. I think it probably is the best duel ever in Yu-Gi-Oh! But yeah. And you got GX. I really love GX as well. I mean, like, I think season 1's a bit slow. It's like the first few episodes are pretty good. Then it has a big slog of filler for like 20 episodes. And then the last like 25 episodes or so, like when the Shadow Riders arc starts, it's really great from that point on. What the fuck? Okay. And you have the graduation duel, which is really good. Okay, that led us nowhere. Yeah, really, I mean, season 1's okay. Season 2's slightly better just because it's more consistent, even though there's still a lot of filler. But it's more consistent. And season 3 is where it really becomes great. I mean, season 3 is fantastic. And season 4 is even better. Because season 3 is like super serious most of the time, and it's great. But there's a little bit of a slog in like the Dark World sort of section for me. I know some people really like the Dark World stuff, but for me, I think it went on for a bit too long. Like it went on for like what, 10 to 15 episodes, if I remember right. I don't remember exactly, but it went on for a bit longer than I would have liked. Then you got season 4, which I think is a pretty perfect season. I mean, it's like the perfect mix of filler and like important story stuff. But like the filler that's there, like finishes off all the story arcs. Like I mean, literally every character has their story arc finished within season 4 of GX, which is something you don't really see as often with a lot of these sort of shows. Where like literally every single character has their story arc completed.
Dr. Stoneman, we are investigating the death.
And yeah, that's what I really love about season 4. And then also, I mean, I really love the Night Shroud, or Darkness in the Japanese version, is the main antagonist.
Not if it doesn't.
And again, I mean, like it was only released in Japan, so obviously I watched the Japan. Like it wasn't released in America.
How well did you know Miss Randall?
Barely at all. She'd only been a patient 6 months or so.
Okay, Q's. We have
Julia Randall has been your patient for
medicine,
nearly a year.
right?
I'm sure you know that.
Do you doubt my veracity, detective? Do you have access to my patient records?
No, I have your fucking prescription, fucker.
Your prescriptions contradict you, Doctor.
Miss Randall was in the fashion business, as you probably know. She was jumped up on Benzedrine by day and knocked down by sleeping pills at night. I told her to slow up, but no. Life was too short for her.
And you supplied the prescription for the Benzedrine.
It's not illegal, detective. A lot of young women in her line of work use it for weight loss.
You wrote Julia Randall a prescription for Benzedrine. How can you account for that?
Miss Randall was in the fashion business. She wanted to control her weight.
Benzedrine is addictive, as I'm sure you know, Doctor.
As I warned her, but she was determined.
Yeah, and then as I said, 5Ds is great. Again, seasons 1 and 2 are fantastic. Like the Dark Signer arc is just so brilliant. Then you got season 3, which is kind of a mixed again, like the first half of it is just all filler, and it's really not great filler. And then the second half, it's the Crash Town arc, which is pretty good. I mean, not the best in the world, but it's pretty good. I mean, like, it's only Yusei. It's pretty much all Yusei and, what the fuck's his name? Callan? Right? I know Kairu, right, is his Japanese name? Or something like that. But, yeah, it's only them two, but it's still pretty good. And them and new characters, but yeah, it's pretty good. And you got season 4, which is the Grand Prix, which is fun, has some great duels. And then season 5, as I said, Arc Cradle is just fantastic. And I love what they did with the ending there. Like, every duel there is fan-fucking-tastic. I mean, you have the duel with Crow and Akiza, or Aki against Sherry.
Sure thing,
you have Aporia versus Jack, Luna, and Leo. You then have Yusei versus Bruno, or Antimony, or whatever his name is, his real name is. Like, all those are fucking fantastic. And then you have Aporia versus Zone, which is great. And then you have Yusei versus Zone, which is fucking great too. Just a fantastic string of duels there, and really just such a great season. And again, like, a lot of really fun, interesting plot stuff going on there too, with Zone and the 4 time travelers and stopping the Mech genocide and all that sort of stuff. It's really fucking great.
I don't know.
What are we doing now? I wasn't paying attention.
Dead. That's a strange reaction to have to the death of your own patient.
But then you got, then there's Zexel, which I never finished. I want to at some point, because I know the second half is supposed to be...
You're behind the wheel.
Really fucking good, but I only watched the first series, really. I watched some of the second series, but not all of it, but, like, not even, like, half of it or anything. But, I know this, like, the ending of Zexel is supposed to be pretty good, but just never got around to it. But I'm not a big fan of Season 1 of Zexel.
People have a right to keep
or Series 1, I should say. It's fine. I mean, there's some decent moments, but for the most part, it's just pretty mediocre. I really don't like Yuma, but whatever. And then I tried Arc 5, and I couldn't get into it either. Mind you, I only watched, like, 3 episodes, so, I mean, obviously not that much. But, either way. Then I know Vrains is currently airing. To be honest, I don't really care enough to watch them. I mean, that's really the thing at this point. I think after 5Ds, I think it's, yeah, that's pretty much the most I'm going to get out of this series. Okay. Where are we going? Are we going to the morgue? Or to the state? I don't know where we're going.
Roy, I have some information for you.
Well, then tell me, fucker.
This, Mal. Get on with it.
The bruising confirms 2 sets of hands, so we have 2 killers. Death was caused by heart failure due to an overdose of morphine.
Have you dragged us down here to gloat? We already heard your theory.
We agree that she was murdered. Yes, of course. I have something else to show you.
New clue, murder?
All right, Mal, what gives?
Oh, what the fuck?
Dead guy's name is Jimmy LeBlanc, career burglar. He came in this morning. Someone stove his head in with a lump of 2x4.
So what? Good riddance.
I found 2 syrettes in his jacket pocket.
Wow.
Hang on a minute, Roy. We're listening, Matt. No sign of morphine use and no metabolized morphine in his blood. Scratch marks on his face.
Which could be from getting his head remodeled.
Time of death, Mal. Maybe an hour or 2 after the Randall girl.
So you're saying Laughing Boy here could be one of our killers? That's a hell of a long shot.
Thanks, Mal. We'll check it out. I found something else.
What'd you find? What'd you find? What is this? What is this?
Sorry, I don't play. I don't know if it's significant. His wallet was empty. The only other things he was carrying were the harmonica and morphine.
Oh, harmonica?
Carruthers. Yeah, he's here. I'll send him over. They have a guy called Henry Arnett in interview 2 for you next door. Let me know how you get on.
Sure, Mal. And thanks for the lead.
Who?
Sure, Mal. Thanks for the lead.
Okay, so we gotta go to the police station.
Can you drive
to
this
wait. It's right fucking there,
right,
isn't it?
Where to?
Like, we're literally, like, right in front of it? Yeah, this is it. It's interview room 2, right? That's what they said? Is that what they said? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, he's not in 1. So where the fuck is room 2?
Arnett is in interview 2, Phelps. Go help him get whatever it is off his chest.
Where the fuck is it? Where is it? I feel like I'm losing my mind, like, by the way. Like, I feel like I haven't been this animated in forever for some reason.
Thanks for coming in. Call me Henry. It's the least I could do. Terrible.
Who is this guy? Oh, the fiance of the... Oh, okay. I remember now. Okay.
How well did you know Julia Randall?
Vaguely. I'm in the clothing business, and Julia occasionally modeled for me.
Nope.
He's asking whether you banged her in a chuck-on-the-shoulder fraternity kind of way.
I'm engaged to be married. It wouldn't be polite.
Answer the question.
This will remain private. Heather won't have to know. Yes. We had relations.
Okay.
Miss Randall's landlady said she was seeing an older man.
Could have been. I wasn't privy to all the details of Julia's private life.
I feel like he's lying. Do we have anything? I feel like there's something, right? Is that good enough, though?
Henry, I don't like when people lie to me. She was seeing a man named Henderson. You know who I'm talking about.
Easy on, Detective. I may have heard of Henderson, but I don't know his full name. I think he's from New York or someplace back east.
Well, I mean, what use is this now? Oh, yeah, because he's living in San Francisco.
That's
Okay.
funny. Julia told her cleaning lady that he lived in San Francisco.
Okay, you got me. I don't know where he's from. Julia wanted money. She always wanted money. She thought she could get something from this guy.
She was wearing a distinctive engagement ring. You think she might have convinced him to buy it for her?
Maybe he did, yeah. Maybe he and Julia were getting serious.
Ever heard of a Jimmy LeBlanc?
No. Should I have? Is he an entertainer or something?
You're lying, fucker.
So you wouldn't have any reason to believe that LeBlanc would be involved in Julie Randall's murder?
If this guy is a criminal, he might have been involved. But like I said, I've never heard of this LeBlanc character.
Is it Matt
Heather told us
LeBlanc?
that you were in fashion.
That's right.
He's in fashion.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down to 1 round.
Some kind of traveling salesman?
Once I got out of the Corps, I used my...
You were in the Marines?
Sure. I'm proud of it. Fighting 6th.
You were in the 6th Marines?
Yes. I was a captain.
Which company?
Various companies. We had a lot of casualties.
Which engagements?
Okinawa. A couple of other places.
That will be all for now, Henry. You've been
What a lying bastard.
That son of a bitch was never in the Marines. Why'd you let him off the hook?
Because we're giving him a couple of minutes before we start tailing him. Arnett is an amateur. We need to find out who killed the girl. Can you pass this on to Bukowski? Have him check the place out and go through his records.
Sure, I'll pass it on.
Thanks. Can you also have R&I run the records on a Jimmy LeBlanc and find out who was his last arresting officer? Have them get in touch via KGPL when they have some information.
Okay. We're nearing the 30-minute mark, but I feel like we should just continue on, I guess. Obviously, we're only 20 minutes here. Yeah, we're gonna have to tail him, so that's gonna be fun. Just what everyone wants. Ooh, what the fuck happened there?
Warm in there. Don't you love it when they pull the war hero excuse? Actually, maybe you don't.
Yeah, so, what was I talking about? I was talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! The entire fucking episode. God damn it. But yeah, going back to Duel Links, because that's how this all started. Really excited for 5Ds and Duel Links. We'll see how it plays out. It's going to be tough. I mean, synchros in a three monsters on the field sort of format with only 5 cards in the extra deck. It's going to be really tough to play. But we'll see. I feel like that's the interesting thing about Duel Links to me, is just how different it is from the TCG. I mean, it's so different.
Easy, Cole. Better back it off.
And it's like funny to see things that like obviously like never became meta in like the TCG, but then like in Duel Links is like super powerful for some reason. Like something like Cyber Angels and
Where are you taking us, Henry?
like Amazonas and all these other decks. Like they weren't ever good in the TCG, yet here in Duel Links they're like top tier decks, so it's kind of funny. I don't play the TCG anymore. I did when I was younger, obviously, but it's like when I was like 10, I played in one tournament. I didn't do super well. I didn't do abysmally either, but I didn't win. Obviously, I didn't really. I forgot what place did I get. But either way, I didn't do super well. But oh fuck, that's the car right there, isn't it? Shit. But obviously, most of the time I played Yu-Gi-Oh was with friends and stuff, and I would beat all my friends. But that's because I cheated.
Never stepped foot in
I don't know how much it was me cheating. It was just more so me not knowing the rules, to be honest. Not knowing the rules super well, or at least I mean like there's certain things that I like kind of went over my head when I was a kid that I understand now, like how counters work, how I think all like how traps work in general, how spells work and stuff. Like I mean obviously like I understand the game now. Well back then like I felt like I did not 100% know how like that you could only play a quick play spell during your opponent's turn. You couldn't just play any spell card whenever you wanted. And like how trap cards you can only play a turn after you set them and that sort of stuff. Which obviously I know now. Ooh, what the fuck is that?
Find out what he pawned. I'll stick with him. See how he intends to spend the money. Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm
Are we
done
continuing to tail him? Or are we like taking him down? I guess we're tailing him.
Risk losing the trail.
Yeah, we're tailing him. Shit. I guess we'll continue on. If we just had to take him down, I would have ended the episode here. But since we have to tail him, I will just go ahead and continue on.
Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
Yeah, you don't see me, fucker, because I'm staring at a fucking violin. Because that's how that works. Yeah, Duel Links has always been fun in terms of following it. I still follow the TCG to a degree. I'm not super following it super closely because obviously I don't play it, but I like to know what's meta and whatever else. Because I do find it interesting. Then again, I mean most decks that are meta nowadays are decks that I never. Oh, what the fuck? Oh. Okay, well, we'll just end the episode here then. Next episode we'll go ahead and continue on, but for now, thanks for watching.